Let me start with a question. How many of you have ever gotten into your car and started driving without knowing exactly where you were going? You might cruise down the road for a while, taking random turns here and there, but how will you know when you've arrived at your destination? The truth is, if you don't have a clear destination, you might end up driving around aimlessly, not really getting anywhere. And that's exactly how many people live their lives. They go day to day, without a clear plan, without a clear destination. They hope for the best, but hope isn't a strategy. If you want to achieve something meaningful, whether it's personal success, financial freedom, or just peace of mind, you need a plan, a clear vision. Let me give you an example. A few years ago, I met a young woman named Claire at a conference. She told me she wanted to be successful. When I asked her, successful in what? She just shrugged. I don't know, she said. I just want to be successful. But when you ask someone, what does success look like to you, and they can't answer, you know they're wandering. Because success isn't something that just happens. It's designed. It's created by having a clear, specific vision of what you want. Let me ask you, how many of you have had a vague goal like that? Maybe it's, I want to be wealthy, or I want to be healthy. But what does that really mean? What does wealth look like for you? How much money do you want, and by when? What kind of lifestyle do you want to live? If you don't define it, how can you ever achieve it? You see, clarity is power. When you know exactly what you want, your brain works like a heat-seeking missile. It starts finding opportunities you would have otherwise missed. But the secret isn't just defining your goals. It's about making them exciting. Don't be afraid to dream big. The bigger your goal, the more you'll stretch yourself to reach it. Aim for something that excites you, that scares you a little. You have the power to change your circumstances. But it starts with accepting full responsibility. You see, life doesn't get better by chance. It gets better by change. And change starts when you take responsibility. Ask yourself, are you taking ownership of your life, or are you making excuses? Are you waiting for things to improve, or are you taking action? Now, once you've got a clear vision and you've taken full responsibility, it's time for the next step, massive, relentless action. Not small steps, not waiting for the perfect moment, but bold, unstoppable action. Without action, even the best plans or intentions mean nothing. Success isn't a mystery. It's the natural result of consistent effort and applying the fundamentals. Look at anyone who's reached the pinnacle of success. Whether it's a top athlete, a successful entrepreneur, or a renowned artist, they all share one thing in common. They take massive action consistently. They show up, not just when they feel like it, but every single day, pushing themselves even when it's tough. For instance, take Kobe Bryant. A lot of people don't know that he spent hours practicing on the court when no one else was around. He wasn't born with extraordinary skills. He developed them through relentless practice. Or look at Oprah Winfrey, who faced rejection after rejection when she was just starting out. Instead of letting that stop her, she used those failures to fuel her determination, and today, she's one of the most successful figures in media. You don't need to be perfect to start. You just need to start. Too often, we overthink, we second-guess ourselves, and before we know it, we've paralyzed ourselves with doubt. But success doesn't come from playing it safe. It comes from playing with courage, taking risks, and being willing to fail. Now, here's something powerful I learned early on in my journey. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Let that sink in. The people you surround yourself with will shape your thinking, your habits, and ultimately your future. Look at any successful person. They have a powerful inner circle that lifts them up. You need to ask yourself, who are you spending your time with? Are they elevating you or holding you back? Are they encouraging you to grow or feeding your doubts? Your environment will shape your success. Choose it wisely. Now, let's talk about something crucial, your mindset. The most successful people in the world believe they can improve, adapt, and learn. They don't see failure as a dead end. They see it as feedback. Your mind is your most powerful tool. It can either be your greatest asset or your biggest limitation. Some people believe their talents and intelligence are fixed. They think they either have what it takes or they don't. And because of that, they stay stuck, avoiding challenges and fearing failure. But there's a different type of person, the kind who believes that growth is possible. They see failure as a stepping stone, a lesson, an opportunity to improve. And because of that, they keep moving forward. I remember when I faced rejection after rejection in my early years. It would have been easy to throw in the towel and think, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. But then I shifted my thinking. Instead of saying, I can't do this, I started asking, what can I learn from this? That simple shift turned my failures into stepping stones. And over time, those lessons became my foundation for success. And this is where I want to challenge you. What's the story you're telling yourself? Are you telling yourself, I can't, or I'm not good enough? If you are, it's time to rewrite that narrative. You are capable. You can learn. You can improve. Your potential is limitless, but only if you believe it. Finally, let me tell you this. Success isn't about grand, one-time efforts. It's about the small, consistent actions you take every day. The difference between success and failure is often persistence. Think about someone trying to get in shape. If they go to the gym for a week and expect to see results, they'll be disappointed. But if they commit to showing up every day, even when it's hard, the results will come. Success doesn't happen in bursts of enthusiasm. It happens in the mundane, in the discipline of showing up even when you don't feel like it. You will face challenges. You will doubt yourself. But those who succeed are the ones who push through consistently day after day. So, are you willing to keep going even when the results don't show up right away? Because those who stay committed, who keep showing up, gets better results. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. If you work on your job, you'll make a living. But if you work on yourself, you'll make a fortune. Your internal dialogue shapes your reality. Speak words of possibility to yourself every day. Build your confidence. Don't let doubt control your future. Take charge of your mindset and take control of your life. The choice is yours. Will you take control of your story? Will you rise above your doubts? Will you step into the greatness that's within you? So, ask yourself, what is your vision? Have you taken full responsibility for where you are? Are you ready to take massive action? Because once you do, your future will unfold in ways you can't even imagine. I believe in you, and I know you can do it. So go out there, take massive action. Surround yourself with the right people, and never stop believing that you are capable of achieving extraordinary things. If you love this video, like and comments, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.